Good evening, folks, and welcome to another exciting football game. We have Iowa High School playoffs tonight going. We have the Iowa City West Trojans against the North Scott Lancers. This will be the second week in a row the Lancers play a Trojan. So as we get started here, I'm going to go through a few of the sponsors with you, just so you know who's making it possible for us to bring you this game. The first one is the Hair Hut of Eldridge. April Rust and her talented staff of hairstylists are waiting to give you the style you want. Call April or her staff at 563-285-4423 to set up your appointment today. Hardee's in Eldridge. Hardee's proudly serving the Eldridge for the last 18 years. Hardee's serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner with their made-from-scratch biscuits and 100% Black Angus beef thick burgers. Jersey Grill and Rookie Sports Bar, both of Davenport. Jersey Grill, where great food, family, and sports come together. To catch all the action throughout the 2011 college football and NFL season and much more. North Scott Physical Therapy and Plaza Physical Therapy of Eldridge and Davenport say hello to Kevin Swanson and his staff of fine trainers and physical therapists. North Scott trainers for many years. Precision Air of Eldridge, offering you the industry-leading service and technology for all of your climate control and air quality needs and cost-effective and environmentally friendly designs. Custom fitted to your property's needs. The business specializes in geothermal. Contact Keith or Trish Sheldon at 563-285-9510 to find out more. Central Scott Telephone of Eldridge. Now get your TV and internet and phone with CSTV. With CSTV, get your favorite TV channels in HD and whole home DVR. Bundle it with high-speed internet and phone service and save. Available in select areas in Eldridge, Parkview, and Long Grove. Go local with CSTV. Stop by our office today or give us a call at 285-9611 or click on Central Scott Telephone on the web at centralscott.com. All right, folks, we'll get to a few more of those sponsors after this. Let's get ready for the kickoff. We got number 13, Dan Russ, going to kick off for us, and he's kicking off to number 3, Richard Bryant, and number 5, Mondo Williams. All right, folks, the North Scott Lancers coming with a record of 9-1 on the season, and the Iowa City West Trojans coming with a record of 8-2. 7-3, excuse me. They do have one common opponent. It's the last opponent. It was the Waterloo East Trojans. They both played. The Trojans winning that one 56-13, and the North Scott Lancers winning it 58-29. So we should have ourselves a high-scoring game, and here's the kickoff. It's a pooch punt down the side to number 39, and he's corralled at about the 36-yard line by a host of Lancers. Led on that play by number 62, Mr. Kreider. I'm sorry, Keegan Long on the play. 62, Keegan Long. All right, here we go, folks. The Trojans will come out in a spread style set here, and they also will come out in the pistol from time to time. Their quarterback is very talented, Charles Rogers. He's being recruited by several Division I teams, and the handoff goes to number 29 over the right side. That's Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown is a 5'11", 200-pound senior. He gains about 3 yards on the play. Your North Scott Lancers will come out in a 3-4. Their defensive stalwarts you hear a lot is Tyler Blondell and John Kinney. John Kinney did get dinged in the last game, but I do see him out there on the field, so that's a good sign for the North Scott Lancers. And the run is to Rogers, and he's brought to the ground by Caden Holst with a big tackle on the play for a loss of a yard. Caden Holst is the outside linebacker. He's the main rush backer. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he is very quick and is able to get to the quarterback very well. We have a 3rd and 7 here. We got double wing with 2 wide receivers. 19 is another big wide receiver at 6'5", 190 pounds. We got a sprint out to the right by Rogers. He sets up, he throws it to number 19, and he gains about 22 yards on the play. Number 19 is Jeremy Morgan. He's a 6'5". It says 160-pound wide receiver. That was just a simple sprint out, stop and go, a missed tackle by Jacob Schwartz there, and he allowed him to pick up about another 12 yards on the play. Here we go, we have a double wing set. Rogers being flanked to the left by Tyler. The handoff goes to number 29. He brings it over the right side for a gain of about 4 on the play. Sorry, that's not Tyler, that is Anthony Brown. All right, folks, if you haven't figured it out by the scores I announced earlier, this is going to be a high-scoring affair. My prediction would be the first one to 40 gets the win here, so we'll see what happens. Rogers in the shotgun. He primarily plays from the shotgun. It's a fake handoff. Rogers keeps it up the right-hand side, and he's brought to the ground after about a gain of 2 on the play. There is a flag on the play. It's a late flag. It could be some extracurricular activity out there. It's a face mask on the North Scott Lancers, so that'll take the ball ahead 15 yards. That'll take them down to about the 22-yard line. Oh, it was just an incidental face mask. The Lancers got lucky. That's just the 5-yard. That's when they don't grasp. It just rakes the face mask. So we have a 2nd and 3 with about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The handoff goes to Brown. He cuts it up. He pushes the way forward. It looks like he's got enough for the first down. Brown's a big kid at 5'11", 200 pounds. That's another first down. Iowa City had a resurgence last year. They were just 3-7. They did make the playoffs, but they were just 3-7 last year. This year they came back to a 7-3 record. He drops back. He throws it up. He's beat on the play. It's a touchdown, Iowa City West Trojans. That's to Jeremy Tyler on the double move. He just threw in a little stop and go. Jacob Schwartz bit on the play, came up hard, and he ran past him. He tried to grab him and drag him to the ground, but he could not. And it was about a 27-yard pass play there to Mr. Tyler. Nice throw by Rogers. The kick is up, and the kick is good. The kicker is Alex Troster. So with 9:27 here to go in the first quarter, we have the Iowa City West Trojans leading the North Scott Lancers 7-0. Let's go through a few more of your sponsors here to let you know who's making it possible to bring you this game. The next sponsor is Nickelberries, 1084 East LeClaire Road of Eldridge, Iowa. Have you tried North Scott's best pizza? If not, here's a reason. 16-inch one-topping pickup special for just $9.99. Give them a call at 285-9000. Eric Shriver is a proud sponsor of the North Scott Lancers. Recius and Associates Veterinarian Service at 112 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge. Call them at 285-7891. The professional veterinarians and staff are experts in animal care for both large and small animals. Here we go. We got Troster to kick off. We have Linkman and Schwartz back to return. It's a low kick. It goes right to Mr. Schwartz there. He brings it up the right-hand side. He breaks through. He takes it up to about the 32-yard line. Good field position for your North Scott Lancers out there. Nice return there by Jacob Schwartz. I'm sure he wants to make up a little bit there for getting beat on that last touchdown pass. All right, here we go, folks. Your North Scott Lancers will come out in their typical pistol formation. They'll spread receivers all throughout the formation here. You do have a you have your combination of Lewis DeVries and Tanner Johnson in the backfield. There's a little wrinkle. You have Tyler Blondell in there at line, or not linebacker, I'm sorry, at tight end. It's a handoff to Tanner Johnson. He goes up to the middle, about a gain of 4 on the play. They do not normally play with a true tight end. Occasionally, Colby Sorensen, who is more of a receiver than anything else, will line up at tight end. But that time they had Tyler Blondell in there as a true tight end. He is a big kid and strong. He's about 220 pounds, so he is the size of a tight end. We got trips to the right, a single receiver to the left. That's Pumphrey in motion. The throw goes out. It's intercepted by Tyler. He takes it up the sideline, and it's touchdown. Trojans. Jeremy Morgan on the interception there. He just sat down on that out, and he used those long arms of that 6'5" frame, and he made a nice catch and took it down the sideline for a touchdown. The Trojans are very excited here. This is not something that North Scott wanted to see. They're going to have to buckle down here and really come back in this game. The Trojans have a very nice crowd here. So nice it's shaking the press box. Here's Troster up. And it's a night. The kid shows off a strong leg, and it is good. So just as quick as I announced the last one, it's 14-0 with 8:38 left to go in here in the first quarter. Don't count these North Scott Lancers out, though, folks. They score a lot of points. They average nearly 40 points a game. And the Trojans are right back out there on the field. They're ready to play, folks. So we still have Linkman and Schwartz back to return. Your up backs are Pancrantz and Sorensen. Let's see if they can get a big return here. Lewis DeVries is probably taking notes over there. That's a long throw from hash to hash on that interception, so they may not be doing that long one. It's another grounder up there. Takes a long time to get back there. Schwartz brings it up the sideline, breaks to the outside, and he gets knocked out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. A nice hit there by number 23 on the play. That's Jacob Sanderson, one of their backup running backs. And the Trojans are very excited right now. They have a lot of confidence out there walking around. I didn't get to say much about their defense last time out, but one of their cornerbacks is also their quarterback. That's Mr. Rogers over there. They come out in a 3-4 set, really spread out. They show a blitz. Number 29 comes in and he brings Tanner Johnson nearly to the ground. Tanner makes a nice run on that to get anything. He was hit about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but he was strong enough to shake off the play there by Anthony Brown, who was the blitzing linebacker, and gains about 5 yards on the play. All right, Lewis DeVries flanked by Tanner Johnson to his left. We have trip receivers to right, single receiver Sorensen to the left. DeVries keeps it, breaks the outside. He's trying to pick his way up. He picks his way up to a first down. Nice run there, about a 7-yard gain on the play. That's a first down, Lewis DeVries. As you watch DeVries run tonight, he will not just stick his foot in the ground and wedge it up in there. He likes to kind of pick his way, and once he finds a hole, he is able to accelerate very quickly, and he is very fast once he get out in the open field. Here we go. We have a first and from the 46-yard line of North Scott. It's a sprint handoff to Randy Schmidt. He breaks up the sideline, gains about 9 yards on the play. Randy Schmidt is one of the better athletes on North Scott. You'll notice that if DeVries ever has to go out of the game, he'll come in and play quarterback. He does play wide receiver. He also plays safety and some cornerback, and he is their punter. And he's very fast. He may be the fastest guy on the team. The Lancers also have a big receiver out there too in Gumpert. He's 6'4". Louis DeVries drops back. He gets pressured here, and he's brought to the ground by number 33 on the play. That's Hunter Neerman for a loss of about 4 yards on the play. Neerman, one of their linebackers, blitzed off the right-hand side, was not able to be picked up, so we have a 3rd and 7 here. Twin receivers right and left. And we have Coach Kevin Tippett calling a timeout. Let's see what adjustments Coach Tippett wants to make on this. I'm sure Coach Souser of Iowa City West will just tell his players to keep doing what they're doing. All right, let's get in a few more of your sponsors here. Porter Insurance Agency. For all your insurance needs, give them a call at 563-285-4321 and talk to Chris or Seth Porter. These proud sponsors are independent insurance agents, and they will help you find the best insurance fit at the best price. Eldridge Spine and Wellness Center, Dr. Darren Campbell, D.C. at 100 South 4th Avenue, Suite 2, Eldridge, Iowa. Dr. Campbell and his caring staff will assist you with excellent chiropractic care. For a healthy spine, give Dr. Campbell and his staff a call at 285-4803 to make your appointment today. And Dr. Campbell's staff says, go Lancers! Here we go. Let's see what they got cooked up on this 3rd and 7 here. Sorensen goes into motion. It's a sprint out to the right. It's just a simple stop play to Randy Schmidt. They have to respect Schmidt's speed there. He can really bring it. If they've watched any game tape, they see he's their home run hitter. He's the one they throw it to down the field. They're going to give him some cushion, so that could be there all night. Randy has great hands, and he is only a junior, but next year you'll probably see him at quarterback. Here we go. Sorensen back into motion. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson. He bounces it out. He bounces it up the middle. He gains about 4 yards on the play, 4 or 5 yards on the play. Nice gain on first down there. You'll notice Tanner Johnson had a little bit of a fumbling issue last game, so he's really covering up as he goes through there. That's good for ball security, but with Tanner, his big plus is he's able to make quick cuts and lateral cuts, and it's hard to do when you get 2 hands on the ball. So let's see if he loosens up a little bit as the night goes. Here's the breeze back to DeVries. It's a handoff back to Johnson, and he's corralled and brought to the ground by big number 62 on the play. That's Jamil Scott. He's a 6'1", 225-pound senior. He's got his hand taped up there. Mr. Scott may have a broken hand, I wonder. They do look at all those things before the game. The referees have to approve those casts so that they can't use it as a weapon. It's probably pretty soft. All right, here. North Scott goes no huddle all the time except for when they're up big in games, so you'll see him just kind of do a little bit of a sugar huddle. They went on 2 there. He's looking. He throws it. Whoa, Louis DeVries way overthrows Gumpert on the play. Excuse me. Even Gumpert at 6'4" could not come down with that one. That one just got away from him a little bit here. So we have a 4th and 5. Kevin Tippett's trying to decide what to do here. Everybody's kind of staring at him. The play clock is running down here. They got to get to the set and get set at the line of scrimmage very quick. If they don't get this play off, it'll be a 5-yard penalty. And they get the play off. He drops back. He throws it up. He's got Schmidt over the middle, and he just overthrows him a little bit. Nice play by Ezra Reiners there, one of their defensive backs. So we have a turnover on down at about the 36-yard line for the Iowa City West Trojans. This gives them a short field, and they are a quick strike offense, as we've seen already in this game. This is a big stop for the North Scott Lancers here. They need to get a stop here. Going down 21-0 will be very difficult on them. So they come out in their typical shotgun with 2 double wing. He gets a little pressure on the play. Rogers does. He shakes a couple of guys, and then he's brought to the ground by Alex Grunder. Pressure on the play was applied by a couple of different Lancers. One of them was 63 Scott Wood putting some pressure. You also had a little bit of pressure from 78 there, Mitch Hughes. So they're trying to get the play in here. So we got single receivers right and left with double wing. The handoff goes to Brown on the play, and he takes it up, picks his way up for a gain of about 8 yards on the play for a first down. 9 yards on the play for a first down, Trojans. All right, here we go, folks. Now we got a double wing to the right. Rogers is getting the play call in here from the sideline. Brown is flanking him to the left. Look for a possible run to the right or a counter back to the left from Rogers. It's a bad snap. He follows the man up the hole, and he's going to make a nice gain on the play. He's run out of bounds after a gain of about 7 yards on the play, 8 yards on the play. I believe that was supposed to go to Brown, but because of the bad snap, Rogers did the smart thing and just followed his back up into the hole. So we have a second and short on the play from the Lancers 43-yard line. There's 4 minutes and 26 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. I have a feeling the Trojans won't put it in the air until they need to. They'll just keep running it. You know, the old adage, only one bad thing can happen on a run is a fumble. 2 bad things can happen on a pass. We have a bounce to the outside here, and he's cutting it to the outside. Brown cuts to the outside, and he's brought to the ground at about the 22-yard line after a 21-yard pickup there by Anthony Brown. A nice run there. Never really got to full speed. Just kept picking his way through there, found some open air, and took it up the field. Nice run there by Mr. Brown. We have Rogers in the backfield calling out some signals. He's identifying probably the Mike linebacker. And he comes back to the right, and he breaks it to the outside. He cuts it up. He could have a path to the end zone, and it's touchdown! The Iowa City West Trojans on a 22-yard run there by Charles Rogers. He faked the handoff to Brown and then took it out to the right-hand side, and he was hardly even touched all the way into the end zone. This is not what Coach Tippett and the rest of his staff wanted to see, is to get down to a big lead by this. Makes you very one-dimensional. It takes your running game out of it. Here we go. We have Coaster on the kick, and it's up, and it's good. Sorry, Troster. All right, folks, with 4 minutes left going here in the first quarter, we have a score of 21-0. The Trojans are leading your Lancers. I gotta speak up. All right, here we go, folks. We got Alex Troster here to kick off, and we have Josh Linkman and Jacob Schwartz. Number 28 is Schwartz. 21 is Linkman. The kickoff goes to Schwartz again. It's a return to the left. There was a block in the back, but they missed it. Jacob Schwartz has a nice return up to about the 32-yard line. They did not catch that, but there was a block in the back there. Number 6, Royce Peterson, was knocked to the ground. Fortunate for our Scott Lancers, they didn't. Lancers have started at the 30 or 32 pretty much all night long. Let's see if they can mount some type of drive here. Look for him to get Lewis DeVries out on the edges, give him some run-pass options here. Lewis has some good wheels. He throws the comebacks and the crosses a little bit better than he throws the deep ball. So watch for him to get out there and do some comebacks with Schmidt and Allen and Gumpert and Pumphrey. Here's Tom Allen in motion. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson. He's brought to the ground quickly there by number 31 on the tackle, Jesse Peterson. Jesse shot the gap there and brought him to the ground, brought Tanner Johnson to the ground for a loss of 1. They're flipping sides here. Randy Schmidt is not in the game. I'm not sure where he's at. If he's unable to play, that's a big loss for your North Scott Lancers. We have a sprint out to the right, and he just throws it away. He threw it all the way into the stands there. He was being pressured on the play by a couple of different guys. Number 56, Ben Hilmer, was putting the main pressure on there. He was assisted by 29, Anthony Brown, in the play. We did not see Schmidt come off the field for limping or anything like that. I don't see him over on the training table. Not sure where Randy Schmidt's at. Lewis DeVries is in the backfield with Tanner Johnson. Allen goes into motion. It's his handoff to Allen, and he's brought to the ground by number 33 on the play, Hunter Neerman. Nice play by Neerman, and that shows you right there the difference between Allen and Schmidt. So they're going to bring the punting team on. Here comes Randy Schmidt back on the field. Not sure why he wasn't in on that offensive series. He seems to be running okay. So he'll drop back 15 yards. We have number 19 back, Jeremy Morgan, to return. Nearly blocked. An end-over-end punt. It bounces straight up in the air. You give that one the old fire call. The North Scott Lancers down it at the Trojans' 41-yard line. About a 27-yard punt on there. I'm sure they were hoping for a little bit longer. I'm sorry, 37-yard punt. All right, here we go. We got Rogers back in the game with Brown flanking him to his right. We got number 47. That's DeAndre Alexander out to the left here. Haven't seen or heard much from him tonight. He's throwing it way up. It's a jump ball, and he comes back and gets it. It's a fumble, and the Linkman recovers it. They called it a catch and a fumble. 47 does not like the call. That's Alexander does not like that call. He thinks he was still bobbling. It should be an incomplete pass. Rogers threw that up to him. That was a wounded duck, but none of the Lancers receivers, none of the Lancers D-backs ever turned around and looked for the ball. It was just basically a jump ball. Just floated out there. North Scott got very fortunate on the play that they didn't see that. All right, here we go. Lewis DeVries back. He looks out to his left. He throws it out over the head of Gumpert. Like I said, folks, Gumpert's a tough one to overthrow. He's 6'4". Lewis DeVries needs to calm himself down here tonight, folks. Everything he's throwing out there is overthrown. He's trying to throw it through a brick wall. He normally has pretty good accuracy and touch on those shorter throws. Let's see what the call is on this one. Sorensen goes into motion to the left. It's a sprint out, and there's nothing there. And Lewis DeVries cuts it around, and he's pushed out of bounds for a gain of maybe 1 on the play. That was supposed to be a shovel pass, but it was quickly sniffed out by the Trojans. Tanner Johnson, it was a sprint out to the left. They probably seen this one on film a few times. It's one of North Scott's favorite plays. Sprint out to the left, and then he just basically does a little option pitch back up. But Tanner Johnson, had he thrown that, it may have been intercepted. There were so many Trojans around him. So we have trips out to the short side of the field here. Let's see if he does a sprint out to the right. We have a 3rd and 7. It is a sprint out to the right. It's a screen back to Tanner Johnson, and there's nothing doing on the play. Number 74 sniffed that one out. That's Colin Forrestner. And the Lancers just do not look in sync here tonight, folks. They can't seem to get anything completed. Randy Schmidt does come back on the field for the punt. I take that back from the last time. He does seem to have a little bit of a hitch in his giddy-up. So I don't know if they're keeping him out there on defense or if they're just going to have him strictly do punting duties tonight. It's another punt. It's an end-over-end punt. It's a fair catch called for by Tyler. And he makes it at about the 41-yard line. So about a 31-yard punt on the play. Sorry, that was not Tyler, that was Morgan. All right, here we go, folks. Brown comes off the field, and Richard Bryant comes in to replace him. Richard Bryant's a little bit smaller than him. He is 5'8", 155 pounds. Rogers keeps it, breaks up the right side, picks his way through, is tackled, brought to the ground on a gain of about 10 on the play. Rogers is finding some good running room out there. He looks like they knocked him just short, so we'll give him a gain of 9 on the play. Bryant comes off the field. Morgan comes on to replace him. Brown comes on to replace him. I can't remember their names. I'm sorry. All right, here we go, folks. Standard formation. The handoff goes to Brown. He breaks it around the outside. He just kind of plows his way ahead for maybe a gain of 3 on the play, but it is for a first down. He brings the ball to the 48-yard line of the North Scott Lancers. The Lancers really need a stop here. Schmidt is on the field. He's playing his typical cornerback. Right now he's on DeAndre Harris. Harris might be one of the bigger wide receivers I've seen in high school. They have him listed at, or DeAndre Alexander, 6'3", 205. Rogers rolls out to the right, and he's brought to the ground there by Tyler Blondell. He gains about 1 on the play, so we have a 2nd and long. Rogers is very speedy. He's got very good athletic ability. He's what you call a dual threat quarterback. He can run it or he can pass it. And he's shown the ability to do both tonight. Alexander to the left, Rogers to the right. I'm sorry, Morgan to the right. And he breaks it out to the right, and they string it out, and he's brought to the ground there. I can't see the number. That's by number 12 on the play. Ben Eyrig. He gains about 1. All right, here we go, folks. So they move their wing backs. So they got double wings to the right. We got Rogers flanked by Anthony Brown to his right. They're getting some calls here from Rogers. We have a 3rd and 9. Rogers drops back, throws it to Brown. Nice catch there by Brown. He's strung out a little bit, and then he's tackled, brought to the ground. So he was strung out a little bit there by Tyler Blondell. Blondell was unable to come up with the tackle, but he did string him out long enough that he only gained about 2 yards on the play. That was a nice catch there by Brown. He almost caught it with his hands behind his back. So Truster comes out to punt. And we have Tanner Johnson back to return. Looks like the Lancers are out in a punt safe. They're probably going to set up a return, either right or left here. The snap's back to Truster. It's a pretty punt there, and it looks like it may go all the way into the end zone. He flew that ball about 47 yards in the air into the end zone. You can't fault the kid for that one. He probably didn't. He probably knew he could punt it that far, but he probably didn't think he would. Beautiful punt there by Troster. Nice high spiral. When those punts turn over like that, when they go nose up to nose down, that's when you get a nice long punt there. You're gonna get maximum carry. All right, here we go, folks. Louis DeVries and his troops come back onto the field. They're going to come out in a 5 wide. They don't bring another wide receiver. They just split Tanner Johnson out. He's got very good hands. Tanner goes into motion. And Louis DeVries fakes the handoff and is brought to the ground by a host of Trojans. We got number 74 and number 58 on the play. Number 74 is Connor Forrester, and 56 is Bill Hilmer. You've heard those names a few times tonight. They're wreaking some havoc out there with the North Scott Lancers offense. Kevin Tippett's trying anything he can here. All right, folks, that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here. We got the Iowa City West Trojans leading the North Scott Lancers 21-0. And for some reason, the clock has stopped. Not sure what's going on here. Do we have a timeout called on the play by the Lancers? I haven't seen a signal yet.
Put it back up to 10 seconds.
They put it back up to 10 seconds. So we must have had a timeout called by somebody on the play. Neither team's quite so sure what to do, but I'm sure Coach Saucer and Coach Tippett will get their teams some words of encouragement here. And let's see if the Lancers can get it rolling here a little bit. They've struggled all night to get anything going. Their longest play has been about a 13-yard pickup to Randy Schmidt on an out route. Other than that, they've been pretty much shut down all night long. So here we go. For some reason, there's 9.5 seconds left on the clock. Someone must have called a timeout. We got 5 wide receivers. Schmidt goes into motion. And it's a keep by DeVries, and he's strung out and brought to the ground again by number 31 and number 9 on the play. Number 31 is Jesse Peterson with the help of number 9, Ezra Reiners. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here. The North Scott Lancers are trailing your Iowa City West Trojans 21-0. And they'll come back here after the break with about 3rd and 14 to go. All right, folks, as we get started, ready for the first quarter, I'll bring you one of your sponsors. Eldridge Spine and Wellness, Dr. Darren Campbell, D.C. at 100 South 4th Avenue, Suite 2, Eldridge, Iowa. Dr. Campbell and his caring staff will assist you with excellent chiropractic care. For a healthy spine, give them a call at 285-4803 to make your appointment today. Here we go. We got twin receivers to the right and left. DeVries drops back. He's looking, and he's pressuring. He's brought to the ground there by Anthony Brown, and he comes up lame. Anthony threw Lewis violently to the ground there. Lewis has had a history of some concussions and a few other minor injuries, so let's hope it's nothing of that sort. Coach Tippett and the training staff, Tim Block, are out there talking to him. So like I said earlier, if he has to sit out any amount of time, Randy Schmidt is the backup quarterback. He's also their star wide receiver and their punter. You'll see him back there right now to punt. Normally you have about 15 yards to punt, and right now he's only going to have about 12. His heels are going to be nipping the back line here. If he steps out of the back, that would be a safety. If the ball's blocked out of the back of the end zone, that would also be a safety. Let's see if the Trojans come after it. They probably will, because they're going to get good field position no matter what. Nope, they put a return on. It's a nice high punt by by Schmidt. He calls for a fair catch at about the 37-yard line. Morgan called for a fair catch. That was a punt of about 35 yards on the play. You can't ask for much more when you can only take about one step. So let's see if the old Lancers can stiffen their upper lip here and get a stop here. They really need it, being down 21-0 here. Rogers is getting his signals from the sideline. Morgan flanks him to the right. He's got double wings to the right. It's a sprint out, and the pass goes to DeAndre Alexander, and he's brought to the ground there by Randy Schmidt. That was just a little spin out to Dondre Alexander. Dondre, like I said, is a big kid for a wide receiver. 6'3", 205 pounds. You don't see too many receivers like that at the high school level. We got twin wings. Alexander calls out some signals. The handoff goes to Brown. He breaks up the middle. He's brought to the ground there by a host of tacklers. First one on the play was Mitch Hughes. Mitch made some nice penetration, but he was able to carry it for a gain of about 2 on the play. So we have a 3rd and 1 here. This is 4 down territory for your Trojans. So even if they don't get it here, I'd expect them to go for it again. And Rogers breaks it out to the right, and he's brought to the ground there by number 2, Brock Brady on the play. Brock, usually one of the wide receiver, or usually one of the safeties, comes up and makes a nice stop. So we have a 4th and 3 here. Huge play for your North Scott Lancers. They need this stop. Watch for some type of counter or something like that. Take advantage of that aggressiveness of North Scott, because you know they're going to be coming after the ball. Morgan's been running the ball great tonight, or Brown's been running the ball great. It's another sprint out. Just an easy pitch and catch out there to Alexander. Just a little sprint out by Rogers, and Alexander just puts his foot in the ground at about 4 yards and turns around, and Rogers puts it right on him. Rogers was looking nice and relaxed out there, not getting a lot of pressure. And the coach is doing a nice job of giving him some easy throws, little out patterns, little in patterns. Rogers keeps it, and he's brought to the ground by Caden Holst there. He carries Caden for a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. So a couple of little stats here, just so you know, they are already up to 202 yards total for the game, as against North Scott Lancer only has 26 yards. So it shows you the kind of dominance that's been going on in this game. So we have a 2nd and 9 here, big play here for the Lancers. Another little out pattern, a little stop pattern, whatever you want to call it, out there, Alexander. It looks like they're going to have that all day, folks, if they keep giving them that kind of cushion. Linkman, the cornerback over here, they've taken Schmidt out of the game, and I have a sneaking suspicion that's because he may be having to come in at quarterback here. Louis DeVries is standing down at the end of the bench, holding his helmet, so I don't know if he's going to come back in or not. The handoff goes to Brown. He breaks the outside. And Ben Eyrig, he slips through the tackle of Ben Eyrig, brought to the ground of Tanner Johnson. Because he was able to slip through that tackle, he was able to get the first down. Gain of about 4 on the play. Those are the tackles that the Lancers need to be making. They're missing lots of tackles tonight, or they're getting carried for an additional 2 or 3 yards when they do get the guy down to the ground. They need to hit, wrap up, and drive those feet to bring him to the ground. So we have a 1st and 10 Trojans with 8:04 left here from the 12-yard line. Rogers keeps it, picks his way up through there, is brought to the ground there by Tyler Blondell amongst a host of other tacklers. Nice tackle there by Blondell. Able to, again, just like on that one, even though they made a nice play, he still is able to pick up 3 yards on the play. So number 44 comes off with a little hitch in his giddy-up. That's Colin Baker. They have him listed as a fullback. They come out. They do a little wrinkle here. Oh, we got a timeout. Iowa City West Trojans. All right, during this timeout, I'm going to bring you a few of our sponsors. Please show these guys some support and go spend a little money at their place because they're helping bring you this game tonight. The next one is Porter Insurance Agency. For all your insurance needs, call 563-285-4321 and talk to Chris or Seth Porter. These proud sponsors are independent insurance agents, will help you find best insurance and fit at the best price. All right, here we go, folks. I'll get a few more in here in a little bit. So they come out. They did have 3 wide receivers on the field, but now they got their standard double wing. The handoff goes to Brown. He breaks it up the right-hand side. Looks like he gains about 2 yards on the play. So the Trojans have shown their kicker on their kickoffs or on their kickoffs and extra points is a very solid kicker. So we know that that they're in field goal range right now. The North Lancers would be good to keep them there. All right, we have 4 receivers to the right. One's basically a tight end. Then you have 3 other receivers to the right. You got Alexander, Bryant, and Brown out to the right. He sprints out to the right. He finds Brown. He spins out of 1 tackle, and then he's brought to the ground there by number 33, Scott Wood on the play. There's a flag on the play. I wasn't able to see what it was. There's no preliminary call. Again, another missed tackle on the play was able to give him nearly a first down. We have a face mask on North Scott. Whether that's a 5 or 15 provided, doesn't matter. It's going to be half the distance to the goal and a first down for your North Scott Lancers, or for your Iowa City West Trojans. So we have a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Let's see what the call is. Rogers barks out some signals to them. Look for Brown or Rogers just to keep the ball in the end zone. The handoff goes to Brown, and he's brought to the ground by Scott Wood for a loss of 3 on the play. Nice tackle there by Scott Wood. Scott's played a nice game tonight. He's been getting some good penetration. He actually loses about 4 yards on the play. That's a big play there by Mr. Wood. Look for a little sprint out now. They split Brown out to the left. They like to sprint to the side where they have dominant wide receivers, or they'll come back to Alexander's side. Alexander's getting about a 5-yard cushion here. Brown comes into motion. He sprints out to the left, and he fakes a pass, and he breaks it up, and it's a touchdown, Trojans! And Charles Rogers, the quarterback, faked the pass out to Morgan there, then kept it and cut it up. Made one guy miss, the story of the night, a missed tackle, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. The North Scott Lancers fans are sitting very quietly over there right now. They are stunned to see this game. Troster in for the kick. It's up, and it's good. All right, folks, we got 6 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The Iowa City West Trojans are leading the North Scott Lancers 28-0. So let's bring you a few more of your sponsors. We got Reese's and Associates Veterinarian Service, 112 East LeClaire Road, Eldridge, Iowa. Give them a call at 285-7891. The professional veterinarians and staff are experts in animal care for both large and small animals. See them for all your pet care needs today. Nickelberries of 1084 East LeClaire Road, Eldridge, Iowa. Have you tried North Scott's best pizza? If not, here's a reason. A 16-inch one-topping pickup special for just $9.99. Give them a call at 285-9000. Eric Shriver is a proud sponsor of the North Scott Lancers. All right, folks, we'll get back to that a little bit more. We got Schwartz and Linkman back again with Troster to kick off. Troster kicks a line drive down there. He knocks it down. Schwartz brings it up the sideline, and he's brought to the ground there by number 23 on the play. Nice tackle by Jacob Sanderson. He brings Schwartz down at about the 26-yard line. So let's see who comes onto the field here. I see Louis DeVries standing down at the end of the bench, not moving, so I assume we're going to have Randy Schmidt coming out on the field as your quarterback. Schmidt has played in a few games this year when Louis DeVries has come out of the game. Randy does display some nice accurate arm, and he can really he can throw the ball. He has played a couple. He did play quarterback as a sophomore on the sophomore team. He's flanked by two running backs here, Linkman, and when the handoff goes to Linkman, he breaks it up, and he just about breaks it. He's tripped up by Ezra Reiners there on the play. Nice little burst there by Linkman. Get a little fresh legs in there. He gains 5 yards on the play. Let's see if they can keep it moving here. They need to score quickly though. And it's a little option. Schmidt breaks up. Nice kick. He keeps it up and he breaks it up the middle. And he's brought to the ground there by number 9, Ezra Reiners. He goes from the 27-yard line all the way up to the 47-yard line of the Trojans. He gains about 20 or 30 yards on the play. Now the offensive is rolling with Randy Schmidt here. We have a timeout. One of the coaches is not very happy with for the Trojans is not very happy with the officiating. Now he's chewing on his own team too. Not very happy about something out there. All right, folks, let's bring you a few more of your sponsors. We got Central Scott Telephone of Eldridge. Get your TV, internet, and phone with CSTV. With CSTV, get your favorite TV channels in high def and get your whole home set up for DVR. Bundle it with high-speed internet, phone service, and save. Now available in select areas in Eldridge, Parkview, and Long Grove. Go local with CSTV. Stop by your office today or give us a call at 285-9611 or click on the Central Scott telephone website at centralscott.com. Here we go. We got Schmidt in the backfield in the shotgun. We got Linkman and Tanner Johnson flanking him. He looks, there's nothing there. He runs, he breaks it up the middle. Good job by Randy Schmidt to gain about 3 yards on the play. He looked out to the right there. Looked like he was looking for Tom Allen. Tom Allen was covered though. He didn't throw it. He didn't want to throw that interception. He pulled it back down, looked back to the left. Nobody was there. So he just kept it and got a positive gain of about 3 to 4 yards on the play. Nice play there by Schmidt. Now we have a little rhythm to the Lancers offense. Let's see if they can put something on the phone here. The handoff goes to Linkman. He breaks it up the sideline. Linkman shows a nice little wiggle there and breaks it up. He's brought to the ground by number 9, Ezra Reiners on the play. Reiners is one of the linebackers. He gains about 3 yards on the play. We'll give him a gain of 4 on the play. So they pull Linkman off the field. We have a 3rd and 2 here. This is 4 down territory for North Scott. They won't gain much out of a punt. Sorensen goes into motion. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson. He breaks to the outside. And he's brought to the ground by a host of Lancers. Reiners is one of them. The preliminary call here is 4th down. He only gains about 1 on the play. Here comes Tyler Blondell onto the field. They pull Humphreys off. Blondell will come back in, and he did start the game at tight end, but he'll probably come back in as a fullback here. They like to use him as a lead blocker. They're trying to get a call here. They're checking their things. Nope, Tanner Johnson Blondell does line up as a tight end. Look for the run to the left here. Follow right there behind Blondell. And it is nearly fumbled. But it is luckily he's able to twist and turn and pick up about 4 yards on the play. Excuse me. That is one of the difference is Louis DeVries is a little bit taller than Randy Schmidt, and it's a different handoff point. They do a read play, which is a mesh play, and they call it the mesh point. And when he is able to sometimes when you have a quarterback versus a wide receiver, or a quarterback and switch, you'll have a little bit of a mix-up there. Here we go. Pumphrey comes into motion. It's a sprint out to the left. He's got a man open, throws a nice ball out to the Gumper, puts it right on his numbers. Little extracurricular there by Rogers, throwing Gumper out of bounds. The North Scott Lancers want to call on that play, but they do not get one. He just kind of followed through on the tackle. So we have a 2nd and 1 on the play. Randy Schmidt showed a nice arm there. That's a hard throw as you're rolling against your body there. All right, here we go. Once again, Linkman's back in the game as a running back. Showing a little different twist here. They haven't showed this in past games. The handoff goes to Linkman. He cuts it up to the inside, and he drags for about a gain of about 6 yards on the play. Linkman has shown a nice ability to get up in that hole and just put his foot in the ground. He's just kind of dragging some guys. So we have a 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line of the Trojans. There's 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. North Scott really needs a score here. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson. He breaks it back to the inside. He's brought to the ground on the play by Jesse Peterson, one of the linebackers. Tanner hasn't been able to get it going yet tonight. Tanner is the leading rusher for the Lancers. He's always shown good lateral quickness. Here we go. We're bringing Sorensen onto the field. They're pulling Linkman off. We have a 2nd and 8. We have Randy Schmidt in the shotgun. Tanner Johnson flanked to his right. Got Pumphrey and Gumbert to the right. And we have a false start by number 81, Tom Allen, on the play. That's unfortunate, folks, as the Lancers had a little drive going. Those false starts are they can be drive killers. Let's see what they can do here. It's going to be a 2nd and 14, 2nd and 13. They got 3 downs to play with here, because I can tell you right now, if they get to a 4th down, they are going to go for it. Their kicker, John Russ, has some limited range, probably 35 yards an end. A little play action. Schmidt has a man, throws it. It's intercepted on the play by Jeremy Morgan. He brings it up the sideline, and he just runs it out of bounds. Randy Schmidt tried to hit Gumpert on the play, threw it behind him. The long arms of Jeremy Morgan at 6'5" undercut it and brought it in. That's his 2nd interception of the night. Jeremy shows to be a fine athlete out there at 6'5". Jeremy is 6'5" and he's 160 pounds. And he's only a junior, so the Trojans get to have his talents again next year. All right, so we have 1 minute and 46 seconds left here. Whoa, not sure what was going on there. Looks like they were trying to run, and he's brought to the ground there by Tyler Blondell. They were running some type of wildcat there. They had Bryant and Brown in the backfield together, but the snap went to Brown, but he wasn't expecting it. He was trying to tell Bryant where to be, and it hit him right in the chest. So he's brought down for a loss of 3 on the play. So we have a 2nd and 13 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Don't be surprised if they just keep it on the ground. They do sprint it out. The throw's up, and it's caught by Jeremy Morgan on the play for a gain of about 12 yards on the play. Wonderful catch there by Morgan. Fine athlete Morgan is out there. So we have a third and 2 to go with 45 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. The handoff goes to Anthony Brown. There's a flag on the play. Brown breaks up the sideline. He takes it up, and he's knocked out of bounds on the play by Ben Eyrig. We got a flag that's in the area of holding, folks. And the teams know it. They're already bringing themselves back. Yes, it's a hold on the play. So Brown comes off the field. They bring Bryant onto the field, Richard Bryant. Probably to give him a breathe after that long play. And a little confusion there for North Scott, but now they got everybody on the field. Only 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. The Trojans are taking their time. It's a sprint out to the left, and it's a throw back to the right. He throws it up, and it's caught on the play by Dondre Harris. Knocked up in the air by several players. Tanner Johnson, Linkman, and Schmidt were all there. Dondre Alexander, made a wonderful play. So they're going to spike it here with 9.6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. They're going to see if they can get some type of playoff here. And he spikes it to the ground with 5.5 seconds left. So the clock ran down. For some reason, the clock started. They're going to have him put 5 seconds back on the clock here. When I looked up, it said 5.6 seconds when that ball hit the ground, so I'm sure they'll give him at least 5 seconds. Either way, 2 seconds or 5 seconds doesn't make any difference because they're going to bring their kicker on. Troster showed a nice leg on his extra points. This is from 40 yards out on the right hash. This is the tougher hash if you ask kickers because they have to hook it back across their body. So the 5 seconds was put back on the clock. You have number 26 on the hold. That's Jacob Frisbee. Snaps back. It's good. The kick is up. And it looks like it's off the crossbar, and it's through, and it's good. Alex Troster on the play. Kicks it exactly 40 yards off the crossbar. So at the end of the first half, the Iowa City West Trojans are leading the North Scott Lancers 31-0. Before I let you go here, let's tell you a few more of your sponsors that are making it possible to bring you this game. Precision Air of Eldridge offering you industry-leading service and technology for all your climate control and air quality needs and cost-effective and environmentally friendly designs. Custom fitted to your property's needs. The business specializes in geothermal systems. Contact Keith or Trish Sheldon at 563-285-9510 to find out more. North Scott Physical Therapy and Plaza Physical Therapy of Eldridge and Davenport. Stop in to say hello to Kevin Swanson and his staff of fine trainers and physical therapists. North Scott trainers for the past many years. Jersey Grill and Rookie Sports Bar, both of Davenport. Jersey Grill, where great food, families, and sports come together. On the flat screen TVs, catch all the actions throughout the 2011 college, NFL, and football seasons. Hardee's in Eldridge. Hardee's proudly serving Eldridge in Eldridge for 18 years. Hardee's serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner with their made-from-scratch biscuits and 100% black Angus beef thick burgers. And last but not least, the Hair Hut of Eldridge. Give April Russ and her talented staff of hairstylists a call. They are waiting to give you the style you want. Call them at 285-4223 to set up your appointment today. Well, thank you, folks, and we'll see you after halftime. All right, folks, with just about a little more than 2.5 minutes left to go here at halftime, I'm going to bring you the sponsors. Please, people from us here at Family Ties Productions, show these sponsors some support and go out and spend a little money there for us if you would. The first one is the Hair Hut of Eldridge. April Russ and her talented staff of hairstylists are waiting to give you the style you want. Call them at 563-285-4423 to set up your appointment today. Hardee's and Eldridge. Hardee's, proudly serving Eldridge for the last 18 years. Hardee's serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner with their made-from-scratch biscuits and 100% black Angus beef thick burgers. Jersey Grill and Rookie Sports Bar, both of Davenport. Jersey Grill, where great food, family, and sports come together. Go there and watch on the flat screen. And see the flat screen TVs to catch all your action throughout the 2011 college and NFL football seasons, and much more. North Scott Physical Therapy and Plaza Physical Therapy of Eldridge and Davenport. Stop in and say hello to Kevin Swanson and staff of fine trainers and physical therapists. They have been a North Scott trainer for many years. Precision Care of Eldridge, offering you industry-leading service and technology for all your climate control and air quality needs and cost-effective environmentally friendly design, custom fit of your property's needs. The business specializes in geothermal systems. Contact Keith and Chris Sheldon at 563-285-9510 to find out more. Central Scott Telephone of Eldridge. Get your TV, internet, and phone with CSTV. With CSTV, get your favorite TVs in high def and get a whole home DVR system. Bundle it with high-speed internet, phone service, and save. Now available in such areas as Eldridge, Portland, Longville, and local with CSTV. Stop in by our office or call us today at 285-9611 or click on the Central Scott telephone website at centralscott.com. Nickelberries of 1084 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. Have you tried North Scott's best pizza? If not, here's a reason. A 16-inch one-topping pickup special for just $9.99. Give them a call at 285-9000. Put your order in today. Eric Schreiber has been a proud sponsor of North Scott Lantern for many years. Reese's and Associates Veterinarian Service at 112 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. Give them a call at 285-7891. The professional veterinarians and staff are experts in animal care for both large and small animals. See them for all your pets' veterinarian needs today. Porter's Insurance Agency, for all your insurance needs, give them a call at 285-4321. To talk to Chris and Seth Porter. These proud sponsors are independent insurance agents and will help you find the best insurance fit at the best price. Eldridge Spine and Wellness Center. Dr. Darren Campbell, DC at 100 South 4th Avenue, Suite 2, Eldridge, Iowa. Dr. Campbell and his caring staff will assist you with excellent chiropractic care. For your healthy spine, give them a call at 285-4803 to make your appointment today. Dr. Campbell and staff say, go Lancers! All right, folks, we got about 2 minutes left here as we go and for halftime. The North Scott Lancers will have the ball starting off, and it'll be a crucial drive for them because they really need to get some points on the board, losing here 31-0. They were able to mount somewhat of a drive at the end of the second quarter. That was with Randy Schmidt as the quarterback. Louis DeVries is out for the handoff, or is out for the coin toss. Not really the coin toss, but the captain's meeting at the middle of the field. So let's see if he comes back into this game. If he is not, that'll be a big loss for them. That is, it does limit a little bit on what North Scott can do with their wide receivers, having to bring Randy Schmidt in at quarterback. So we'll see what happens here. So they shake hands here. The North Scott Lancer ball. They'll be turning right to left as you're looking at it on the film. Let's see if they can mount some type of drive here. Louis DeVries is walking slowly off the field. Doesn't look to be looking for his helmet, so I wouldn't imagine he is going to be coming back into this game. As I mentioned earlier, he has had a history of some concussions, so hopefully that's not what it is. Hopefully it's something else, because those concussions will keep you out of several games here at the high school level, as they should. Those concussions are nothing to mess with right now. Randy Schmidt was warming up on the sideline, so I assuming he will be coming in as the quarterback. City West is already out on the field. There's 20 seconds left to go. They are ready to play, folks. They got that momentum and they never gave it back there in the first half. But as you know, momentum is only as strong as the next play. So North Scott Lancers can hit a few big plays here. They may be able to gain some of that momentum back. And North Scott is quick strike offense. They can put points out in a hurry, folks. Like I said, they average almost 40 points a game. Last game they put up 58 points. So nothing says they can't put up 31 points and a half or more. So we'll have to see what happens here. Like I said at the beginning of the game, my guess is we're 740 wins this game, and I think that's still be the case here. And Truster kicks off. It comes down to Jacob Schwartz. He returns it up the right sideline. Drops the ground on the play. Big number. Big hit by number 6, Royce Peterson on the play. That was a hard tackle about the 22 or 23-yard line. North Scott can't let that one, they got to clear that one from the old memory bank. They need to come out here and they need to put a drive together. They do need to score quickly, but they need to get some rhythm going too. And yeah, Schmidt does come back on the field. They keep Linkman and Tanner Johnson on the field. They started doing this. They put 2 backs in the backfield. This is not something they normally do, but it does give them a few more options in the running game. Schmidt drops back. He throws it to Gumper. It's knocked up in the air, and it's nearly intercepted by number 33 on the play. That's Hunter Neerman. What an athletic play there by that young man. He knocked the ball up in the air, and he tried to come back for it, but he was unable to get to it. One of the differences between Schmidt and DeVries is DeVries has a little bit of a higher release than Schmidt, so you may see Schmidt get a few more balls tipped or knocked down, and that is dangerous territory there. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson. He's able to break it up. He hops and skips and takes it up over the 25-yard line. Looks like he gains about 4 yards on the play. We have a 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 5. I'm sorry, 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6. So we'll call it a 3rd and 6 here. We have an official's timeout. Looks like one of the Iowa City West players is having a little trouble there. That was Reiners. He had a hard time getting it snapped, but he's got a big old cast on one hand. I can understand that one. Pumphrey goes into motion. The snap goes back, and he keeps it, and he's brought to the ground on the play there by number 44, Colin Baker. Makes a nice hit on the play. Maybe a gain of 1 or a half a yard here, but North Scott's going to have to punt it. Had a little option play there with Randy Schmidt, and he was brought to the ground on the play there by Baker. Schmidt now drops back to punt it here. They're coming after it a little bit. It's punted straight up in the air. It goes nearly nowhere, and is recovered by Sorensen from the 28 to just about looks like about the 42-yard line. We have a kick of only 14 yards on the play, folks. And that is not what the North Scott Lancers are looking to give these Iowa City West and their dangerous quarterback Charles Rogers a chance at a short field here. Charles has been recruited by several big schools. Word is he's going to Iowa State, so he's got a little play here. They had a double move, and it's knocked down by Linkman. Nice play. Had a double move out there by Dondre Harris. Linkman did not bite on it, and he was able to knock that play down. If the Lancers can get turned around here and get their safeties over close to some of those guys, Rogers does throw kind of a floater out there, and it can be picked off. And they need a big play like that right now. He rolls out to the right, and the hit goes to Dondre Harris, just about a gain of 1 on the play. He bobbled that. Rogers threw it out there, put it right on the numbers. It's just that little sprint out out pattern. It's basically almost just an arrow, which is he doesn't even break. He just heads straight towards the sideline and turns and shows the quarterback his numbers. Basically no gain on the play. We have a 3rd and long. Huge play here for North Scott. They need to get off the field right now. They have a sprint out to the left, so they're looking for, and it's caught there by the big 6'5" wide receiver Jeremy Morgan on the play. He ran out to about 11 yards, turned, and picked up a first down there. Jacob Schwartz on the play has to respect the speed of Morgan. Gave him a little too much cushion there. Iowa City West does a lot of just basically one receiver patterns. There's not much there to it. So we have a double move, and he beats him. He's open. Nice tackle on the play. Have a little out and up there by Dondre Harris. Got Linkman caught looking in the backfield there. We have a gain of about, it looks like it's about 24 yards on the play. We have a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for the Trojans. So let's see if they can stick it in the end zone here. The handoff goes to Adam Brown. He breaks it up there. Touchdown, Iowa City West Trojans. And Anthony Brown, he just carried a couple of tacklers into the end zone. The Trojans, when they've needed to, they've just hitched their wagons up to that old train of Anthony Brown, and he carries a couple guys down the field, and it's 5 or 6 yards every time he touches the ball. All right, here we go. We got Troster on the kick. It's up, and it's good. So with 9:23 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, we have your Iowa City West Trojans leading 38-0. And I know the North Scott Lancers crowd is stunned over there. They have not they have not seen anything like this all year from their one loss was not particularly they lost by a couple of touchdowns, but it was nothing like this. So I'm not sure how it works here if at the during the playoffs, since they were up 38-0. Yep, the referee just called it. It'll be a continuous clock once this kickoff goes. The only time the clock will stop will be change of possessions. Other than that, the clock will keep moving. So that'll shorten the game even more for the Lancers, and that is not what they need. They need to turn back the clock back to the 1st quarter and try and get this started. The kickoff by Troster. It's kind of squirrely out to the left. Linkman picks it up. He breaks up the right sideline. He makes a nice run. He keeps running. He takes it all the way up to about the 41-yard line. Nice run there by Josh Linkman. He has not given up on the night, folks. He's going to keep running hard. And don't expect these Lancers to give up either. They have a lot of pride, folks. They are 9-1 on the season. They've only lost one game. And they don't know how to lose, so they're going to keep playing as hard as they can, trying to come back in this game. So let's see. So the clock has started moving. Now it will not stop until there's a change of possession or a score. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson. He breaks it up the middle, and he's gang tackled by a host of Trojans on the play. So it'll be a 2nd and 10. Tanner Johnson gets up, comes back to the huddle. Tom Allen and Gumpert switch sides. So the clock is going to keep moving here, folks. North Scott's taking a little bit of time to get plays in here. All right, here we go. We got a little confusion on the West defense. They got her set now, though. They basically run like a 3-4, a 3-5-5. He puts it up. Nice throw there by Randy Schmidt. He just throws it over the top of Noah Gumpert. Noah Gumpert comes up a little bit with a little bit of a limp. Looks like he's okay, though. That is, if North Scott wants to get in this game, one thing they need to do is they need to get a score, and it has to be a touchdown to get this clock from stopping moving. So they need to get something quick here if they want to extend this game out at all. So we have a 3rd and 10 here. Let's see what the call is from Coach Kevin Tippett and his staff. We got trips to the right, a single receiver to the left. Pumphrey goes into motion. It's a sprint out to the right, and he throws it out. And it's a nice play there by number 5, Mondo Williams. Comes across and knocks it down. That is a hard throw. That's a play that they've used a lot this year, but when you have really good athletes out there like Williams, like Morgan, and other athletes like that, that is a long throw, folks. It might only be 10 yards down the field or 12 yards down the field, but it's another 20 yards going across. So if I had Coach Burkhofer in here, he could tell me yards that is with his geometry, but I don't know. I can't tell you.
Sitting right out there.
Yeah. All right. We have a fair catch called for on the play by Jeremy Morgan. So we have a punt from the 40 down to about the 24-yard line. We had a 36-yard punt on the play. So the clock is moving very quickly here. Don't expect the West Trojans here to be in any type of hurry to get any plays off. They're going to take their time, and they can throw it or pass it here. Doesn't make any difference. Even on incomplete passes, the clock keeps moving. So the snap goes back. They sprint it out to the right, and they throw it way up to Dondre Harris, and he tries to make a one-handed catch. That is one of the harder throws to make, folks. Rogers was trying to throw a fade pass, but not only was he trying to throw a fade pass, he was also running into it. That ball's really going to float towards the sideline. He almost needs to throw it at like the letters, and it'll bring itself back to the sideline. The letters, the numbers. All right, here we go, folks. The handoff goes to Brown. He breaks it up the middle. Caden Holst is going to try and run him down, and he knocks him to the ground after a gain of approximately 25 yards on the play. Sorry, 35 yards on the play. 32 yards on the play. Sorry about that. Brown just broke it up the middle. It parted like the Red Sea. Caden Holst made a nice hustle play and coming from his outside linebacker position to run him down. They bring Richard Bryant. The handoff goes to Richard Bryant. He just pushes his way up into the middle there for a gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. We have a 2nd and medium here. They're bringing Rogers off the field here. They're bringing number 13, Xavier May. He's a 6'4", 180 pound junior. The Trojans fans give Rogers quite an ovation here as he comes off the field. And of course, May is welcomed with a bad snap from his center there. A lot of times you may give that, give that one to your to your quarterback, but May doesn't have any hands on his feet to catch that one, so not a very much fun to come out to your first snap like that. So we got a 3rd and 11 here. They haven't been stopped on 3rd down basically all night. They have not had to punt it yet. Or they have had to punt it once, excuse me. And May does throw a nice ball, throws it a little bit low. He comes off the field. He's a little bit cold there. Does a little sprint out, throws it at the feet of Alexander. All right, here we go, folks. So we got Pumphrey and Tanner Johnson back to return. We got Troster out for a 2nd punt on the night. His first one was a 44-yard bomb. So we'll see what happens here. Keegan Long runs onto the field late. The snap is back. Good snap to Troster. He punts it up. It's a little bit of a floater. Right over on the sideline, though. Pumphrey catches it, breaks up the sideline, tries to come off the sideline, breaks it up, makes a couple of nice moves. And there is a flag on the play. He takes it from about the 9-yard line up to the 19, had a return of about 10 yards on the play. Let's see what the call is. The preliminary call is, looks like an illegal block in the back on the North Scott Lancers. So they'll take it back 10 yards from the ball, I believe. So they'll take it back to about the 10-yard line. About the 8.5-yard line. All right, the Trojans are bringing in some reserves here. They just pulled Anthony Brown, their big running back, off the field. They pull 74, Colin Forrestner, off the field. He's had a big night tonight too. So let's see what the Lancers do. They come out with trip wide receivers to the left. Sorensen goes into motion to balance out the formation. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson. He breaks to the outside. He breaks it up the sideline, and he takes it up the sideline and is pushed out of bounds. Looks like he pushed out of bounds after about a gain of 12 or 13 yards on the play. That's been his best run all night. The Trojans have done a real nice job of making him go east and west and not north and south. And when he has to go east and west, the Trojans have shown great athletic speed out there and have been able to corral Tanner Johnson to the ground. He has not had much running room all night long. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson again. He's brought to the ground by number 33 on the play, Hunter Neerman. Another nice play. Neerman has made several nice plays tonight. He had a little bit of help there from 44 Colin Baker. Off the sideline comes Andrew Reiners, who's had a wonderful game all night long. Along with number 56 is coming off. Ben Helmer has been in the backfield. 31 coming off the sideline. That's Jesse Peterson, who's made several tackles tonight. Getting a nice ovation. We had a score update just a while ago. Bettendorf is beating Pleasant Valley 21-0. All right, here we go, folks. The pass is up. He throws it up. Nice catch there by J.D. Pumphrey. What a wonderful catch there. Not the biggest guy in the world. Used all 5'10" of his frame, and he's 5'10". I'm 6'2". He's probably closer to 5'8", but made a wonderful catch on the play here. So that's the end of the third quarter here. We have your Waterloo West Trojans leading 38-0 over your North Scott Lancers. Let's give you a few more of those sponsors while the coaches talk over some strategy here. We have Eldridge Spine and Wellness Center, Dr. Darren Campbell, D.C. at 100 South 4th Avenue in Suite 2 of Eldridge, Iowa. Dr. Campbell and his caring staff will assist you with excellent chiropractic care for a healthy spine. Give them a call today at 285-4803 to make your appointment. The Hair Hut of Eldridge, April Russ and her talented staff of hairstylists are waiting to give you the style you want. Give them a call at 563-285-4423 to set up your appointment today. Hardee's in Eldridge. Hardee's proudly serving Eldridge for the last 18 years. Hardee's serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner with their made-from-scratch biscuits and their 100% black Angus beef thick burgers. Porter Insurance Agency, for all your insurance needs, call them at 285-4321 to talk to Chris or Seth Porter. These proud sponsors are independent insurance agents and will help you find your best insurance fit at the best price. Let's see what Randy Schmidt and the offense do now. He looks up. It's a double move. He throws it deep to Gumpert. Gumpert goes up, makes a nice play on it for a gain of about 28 yards. That went to Noah Gumpert. He is your 6'4" wide receiver. Used all that 6'4" to go over top of Mondo Williams there to make a catch. Mondo looked up. He wasn't quite sure what happened. But Noah Gumpert just went up there like he was on the basketball court and ripped down that rebound. All right. Tanner Johnson goes up, and he carries a few guys for a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Nice run there by Tanner Johnson. He's helped off the ground by number 55, Chris Bohr. Tanner's looking over. He's trying to get some turf out of his face mask. All right. Randy Schmidt's checking his wristband there. Tanner Johnson goes into motion. The snap goes back. The handoff is it's kept by Randy Schmidt. He breaks it up and he takes it down to about the 4-yard line. Nice run there by Mr. Schmidt. Nice little play action there. He faked the handoff, the rocket sweep to Tanner Johnson, kept it for himself. Two of his receivers, or two of the defensive players went with Tanner Johnson. Randy Schmidt's come up. He's got a little hitch in his giddy up. He's had a little hitch all night long. Hopefully it doesn't affect him, because see if the Lancers can get it into the end zone here. The handoff goes to Tanner Johnson. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. North Scott Lancers and Tanner Johnson. And the Lancer fans give them an ovation. They know their boys don't give up out there. All right, here we go. We got John Russ out on the kickoff. And it looks like, trying to see who's snapping here. It was Kreider for a while, but it looks like this snap's going to be from Keegan Long. And that's Brady Verbrugge on the hold. Brady's done a nice job all season on his holds. It's a tough snap, little low, and it's up, but it's good. Looks like Wes may have got a little bit of a hand on it. Verbrugge did a nice job with that low snap, but he was able to get it down for Russ there. So with 10 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, we have a 38-7 lead for your Iowa City West Trojans. Because they got within 35 points, the clock will stop and run like normal now. Let's talk about Reish's Veterinarian and Associates. They're at 112 East LeClaire Road of Eldridge, Iowa. Give them a call at 285-7891. The professional veterinarians and staff are the experts in animal care for both large and small animals. See them for all your pet's veterinarian needs today. North Scott Physical Therapy and Plaza Physical Therapy of Eldridge and Davenport. Stop in and say hello to Kevin Swanson and his staff of fine trainers and physical therapists. North Scott trainers for the past many years. All right, folks. So it looks like they're setting up for an onside kick here. They do have their hands team out. There's a lot of ways to do this. You can pound it in the ground. You can kick it up in the air. We have a little bit of confusion. They kick it up. They kick it out in no man's land. And they're just trying to, and it's picked up on the play by number 3, Bryant. Bryant tried to make a play, but knew it wasn't going anywhere. So he just kind of got down the ground as soon as he could. All right, Iowa City West is they're not bringing any of their starters back on the field at their main spots. They still do have Dondre Harris, who's their starting receiver out there. They have their backup quarterback, Xavier May. So let's see if Lancers can get a quick 3 and out here. The handoff goes to Richard Bryant. He's brought to the ground by a host of Lancers, Caden Holst, Ben Eyrig, and Tyler Blondell all in on that play. So he picks up about 1 yard on the play. Here comes number 51 running off the field. That's J.P. Kahindo. Let's see what the Lancers do. They're going to try and strip it. They're going to try and get the ball back any way they can. And May keeps it, breaks to the outside, fools everybody, and is knocked out of bounds there by number 21, Josh Linkman. Everybody was fooled on that play. Everybody went with Bryant, and then he just pulled it out of his belly. If that looked kind of like the read play that North Scott does, they'll do that read, look at the tight end, or look at the outside linebacker or defensive end, and if he breaks down, you keep it and take it to the outside. There goes the handoff to Richard Bryant. He wiggles his way up. He gains about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Mr. Bryant's not the biggest player on the field, but has a little bit of wiggle and a little bit of power to him. They have nice facilities there at Iowa City West. They have a real nice weight room, so you know these kids hit that weight room pretty hard. It shows by the size of some of these kids out there. So 8 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The clock is running while they keep the ball on the ground. A little broken play there. And Caden Holst comes up and sacks the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's a loss of about 2 on the play. May stuck that ball out there expecting something from Bryant. Saw absolutely nothing. Bryant looked at him like he was crazy. And he just took off down the sideline and tried to pick up as many yards as he could. Caden Holst made a nice hustle play from there from his outside linebacker. West is taking their time here to get the play in. May's going to come back. He's going to do a couple of hand signals here so everybody knows what's going on. Here's a pass. It's a double move by Dondre Harris. He throws it up, and it's dropped, brought to the ground there by Brock Brady. Hit him right in the hands. Alexander is slow to get up. But I think he's more disappointed in himself. He thought he should have caught that ball. West has thrown a couple of floaters up there tonight, but it's North Scott has been beaten so badly that they can't turn around to get an eye on the ball. Pumphrey and Johnson back to return. You got Troster in there to kick off, or to punt, excuse me. Here they go. It's a nice punt there. Looks like it's going to be Tanner Johnson. He brings it up. He dances around a little bit. He breaks to the outside, makes a couple of guys miss, takes up a sideline, puts a hand down. He's knocked out of bounds there on the play. Looks like it's number 9 on the play, Ezra Reiners. He's one of their starting linebackers. Tanner Johnson still out there playing hard, comes up just a little bit gimpy on the play. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. Oh, they moved the ball way back there. Looks like he must have stepped out of bounds sooner. So we'll have a 1st and 10 from the Lancers' 42-yard line. 7 minutes and 43 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Coach Tippett gathered his troops and gave them some instructions here before they go out. Randy Schmidt still in at quarterback. Sorensen lines up at a tight end position. Schmidt throws a fade pass up to Gumpert, and it's picked off on the play by number 3, Richard Bryant. Now there's a flag on the play. It looks like it's in the area of pass interference. And I think what the referee saw was Richard was not facing the ball as the ball came to Gumpert, and he kind of ran into him. He was able to receive the ball after that. This will be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. It is an automatic first down. We're having a little bit of a discussion on the play. Let's see what they're saying here. Let's go with Jersey Grill and Rookie Sports Bar, both of Davenport. Jersey Grill, where great food, family, and sports come together. Come to watch their flat screen TVs and catch all the action throughout the 2011 college and NFL football season. Yes, it is pass interference on the Iowa City West Trojans. 10-yard penalty. They did not call pass interference. They called a hold, which is only a 10-yard penalty, but it is also an automatic first down. Let's see if they keep it in the air here. They've had some success now. I see a few of the starters back on the field, and it's brought to the ground there by Anthony Brown. Tanner Johnson is brought to the ground by a knifing Anthony Brown on the play. Precision Air of Eldridge, offering you the industry-leading service and technology for all your climate control and air quality needs and cost-effective, environmentally friendly designs. This business specializes in geothermal systems. Contact Keith or Trish Sheldon at 285-9510. Here we go, folks. Randy Schmidt drops back, sprints out to the left. He's looking for Colby Sorensen. The ball's tipped up in the air. Nice throw there by Schmidt. Put it right in the worst place you can, right on the receiver's hands. Knocked off Sorensen's hands. He does take a pretty good shot on the play. All right, folks, we have a 3rd and 10 from the 48-yard line, of the Iowa City West Trojans. This is definitely 4-down territory. Watch for a rollout here and try and keep the pass short in a quick pass. They're trying to get away from those outs, it looks like, because they've been knocked down or intercepted a few too many times. All right, here we go. It's a shovel pass, and there's nothing doing in there. Brought to the ground on the play by number 44, Colin Baker. Made a nice read. You can tell this team has been scouted. So it's a 4th and 10 here. 4th and 9. And here's Randy Schmidt into punt. You know they're yelling watch fake, but everybody's expecting a fake at this point. So the snap's back. The punt's up. It's a good punt. Let's see if it dies, and it kicks into the end zone for a touchback. Good punt there by Mr. Schmidt. About a 42-yard punt on the play, about a 47-yard punt, net of 27. All right, folks. Central Scott Telephone of Eldridge. Get your TV, internet, and phone with CSTV. With CSTV, get your favorite TV channels in high D and get your whole home set up with the DVR systems. Bundle it with high-speed internet, phone service, and save. Now available in select areas in Eldridge, Parkview, and Long Grove. Go local with CSTV. Call them at 285-9611 or click on their website at centralscott.com. Here we go. The handoff goes to... Nice run there by number 3, Richard Bryant on the play. Looks like he takes it up nearly for a first down. If he's across that 30-yard line, which he is, that's a gain of 11 on the play, and that's a first down for the Iowa City West Trojans. All right, here we go, folks, with 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's see if the Lancers can stiffen their backs here a little bit and get a stop here and get the ball back. Have a chance to put it in the end zone again. They go back. He throws it up, and he's got number 15 wide open. Nice throw there by May down to number 15 on the play. Reed Bonner. He beats Josh Linkman down the sideline. Linkman stopped on the play. Not sure what he was looking at. Huge play there all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now, Xavier May, that's a weapon to bring off the field there. Showed a very nice arm. Probably the best deep ball they've thrown all night on a nice line there. As some will say, that was firm with an arc. Nice throw. And the run there by May. Slips one tackle, slips a couple more tackles. Brought to the ground there by John Kinney among other tacklers. So he gains about 2 yards on the play. We'll have a 2nd and 8. So we have some different players in the game now. You got number 6 in there. That's Royce Peterson. He plays linebacker, but he's also one of their backup wide receivers. Nearly a bad snap there to May. May just follows it up and takes it over the right side. Looked like he's brought down for no gain on the play. All right, folks, Nickelberry's Pizza of 1084 East LeClaire Road, Eldridge, Iowa. Have you tried North Scott's best pizza? If not, here's a reason. Get a 16-inch one-topping pickup special for just $9.99. Give Eric Shraver a call at 285-9000 to put your order in today. All right, here we go, folks, with 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. May sprints out to the right, has a man open. puts it right on his hand. He's hit hard there by Brock Brady on the play. Put the pass right on Hunter Neerman's hands. So here comes Troster out on the field to attempt an extra point. With this extra point, it'll put them up just 34 points. This will be a 22-yard try from just about right center. I'm sorry, a 27-yard try from just about right center there. The snap is back. The kick is up by Troster. Looks like it's no good. Wide to the left. Troster misses a kick on the play. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about that one. There was not a whole lot of pressure on the play. He just hooked that a little too much. Looks like a few golf swings I've seen in my day with a hard hook there. And that's not a good thing, folks. All right, the ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line. So the Lancers will come out here. And let's see what they can do. See if they can mount a little drive here with just less than 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Joe Pancrans comes out at quarterback. He's the third stringer. He looks to the left. He throws a little out pattern to Colby Sorensen. It's a little wide. He had a little pressure from Neerman on the play. We have a timeout, Iowa City West Trojans. Let's go through a few more of these sponsors. Let's let you hear their names one more time tonight. Give Dr. Darren Campbell a call at Eldridge Spine and Wellness. You can call him at 285-4803 to make your appointment. Give the Hair Hut a call of Eldridge. April Russ and her talented staff want to hear from you. Give them a call at 563-285-4423 to set up your appointment today. Please go visit Hardee's in Eldridge. Hardee's has been proudly serving the Eldridge area for 18 years. They'll give you anything you want, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, folks. Go in and have a nice pop and a good pizza at Jersey Grill or Rookie's Sports Bar, both in Davenport. Jersey Grill is where food, family, and friends come together to watch the big games. Go see Northcott Physical Therapy and Plaza Physical Therapy of Eldridge and Davenport. Stop in and say hello to Kevin Swanson and his staff of fine trainers and physical therapists. Please give Keith and Trish Sheldon a call at Precision Air. You can reach them at 563-285-9510 to set up all your air quality and climate control needs. Go see Central Scott Telephone Eldridge. You can call them at 285-9611, or you can find them on the internet at centralscott.com. Here's the handoff that goes to Tanner Johnson. He pushes his way up the middle for a gain of about 6 yards on the play. Go visit Eric Shriver at Nickelberries. They're located at 1084 East LeClaire Road in Eldridge, Iowa. They have a special going on right now, a 16-inch one-topping pizza for $9.99. Give them a call and call in your order today at 285-9000. Rishas Veterinarian and Associates at 112 East LeClaire Road of Eldridge, Iowa. You can call them at 285-7891 for all your pet care needs today. The handoff goes to Linkman. He breaks it up the sideline. Nice long run on the play. He goes for a gain of about 17 yards on the play. Nice run there by Josh Linkman. Josh will be back next year. I'm sure he'll come back as their starting running back as Tanner Johnson. This is his final game, folks. He's had a nice career here for the North Scott Lancers. All right, here we go, folks. The snap is, we have a full start there by the right guard. It's hard to keep your head in the game, folks, when you have just about 3 minutes left here and you're down 31 points. So I'll take him back, so we'll have a 1st and 15. Let's see what we got here, folks. We see if they just keep the ball on the ground. And it's just a straight-out blitz there by Linkman, and he makes a nice run. He gains about 7 yards on the play. Nice run there by Mr. Josh Linkman. Linkman and Linkman and Randy Schmidt will be your backfield. That's nice insurance for the North Scott Lancers. Speaking of insurance, Porter Insurance Agency, for all your insurance needs, give them a call at 285-4321. Ask to talk to Chris or Seth Porter. The handoff goes to Linkman. He tries to pick his way through there, and he's brought down by a host of tacklers on the play. Nice play there by number 39 to clean up the play there. That's Josh Very. All right, folks. So we're running in a few more subs here. Exciting for these kids to get on the field and get a little playing time here. Just so you know, folks, we have number 17. Here's a run by Joe Pancrantz. He breaks it out to the sideline. Nice run there by Mr. Pancrantz. Takes it all the way down to the 35-yard line. I've never seen this before, folks. I know it's happened, but we have number 17 on the field for Iowa City West Trojans. Her name is Jenny Hanson. She's a wide receiver and a D-back, and she's one girl that's not afraid to tell you that she's 5'6", 145 pounds. I know I've seen a few of them out there, but I've heard about a few of them. I've never seen one playing before, so I'm sure it's exciting for her to get out there and get some snaps in here, folks. Have a little movement. Pancrantz rolls out to the right, and he fumbles the ball in the play. It's on the ground. Looks like it's recovered by the Iowa City West Trojans. Pancrantz was kind of carrying it like a loaf of bread, folks. That's not how you get good ball security. And it's recovered on the play. It looked like it was by number 30 there. That would be Blake Bonner. Made the fumble recovery. All right, folks, with 1 minute and 17 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, just expect them to keep it on the ground, or they may even just kneel on it here. Not sure who the quarterback is right now, folks. Looks like we got number 16, Nate Boland, a 6'1", 165-pound sophomore. The handoff goes to number 23 on the play. That's Jacob Sanderson. That's a 5'7", 130-pound freshman. So they're getting everybody out on the field right now. They bring out number 4. They're just kind of rotating some quarterbacks here. Number 45 is Declan Doyle. He's a 175-pound sophomore. The handoff goes to Sanderson. He breaks it out to the right. Shows a nice little burst up the right side there. So as the clock rolls down here, folks, there's 40 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. The clock is continuing to move. Looks like they'll get off just about one more play there. The rotating quarterbacks bowling back in the game. All right, folks, as we close up here, please remember the great sponsors, the Hair Hut, Hardee's, Jersey Grill. Bolin runs it up the middle. Rookie Sports Bar, North Scott Physical Therapy, Plaza Physical Therapy, Precision Air, Central Scott Telephone of Eldridge, Nickelberries, Reese's and Associates Veterinarian Service, Porter Insurance Agency, and Eldridge Spine and Wellness. Those are our sponsors, folks. They're the ones that make it possible for you to bring this game tonight. So as we wrap it up here at North Scott Lancer Stadium, we have a victory for your Iowa City West Trojans. They win this game 35-7, and it looks like they'll be going on to the second round here. All right, folks, thank you for listening to me this year. My name's Joe Uloa, and hopefully you'll hear from me a little bit more in the future. Have a great night, folks, and we'll see you next time.